Nikki Crawford on resurrecting a Salem icon in Days of Our Lives. In the unpredictable world of Salem, where deaths are rarely permanent and family secrets lurk behind every door, the return of a beloved character is always a seismic event. But when that character is Lexie Carver, the brilliant, compassionate daughter of Stefano DiMera, who met a tragic end in 2012, the stakes are higher than ever. On Friday, March 6, 2026, Tony-nominated actress Nikki Crawford makes her daytime television debut, stepping into the formidable shoes of Renee Jones to bring Lexie back to life in a twist that promises to shake the very foundations of Days of Our Lives. The secret in the pod. For months, DOOL fans have been buzzing about the mystery inside Dr. Wilhelm Rolf's glowing pod. The mad scientist, known for his outlandish resurrections, was at it again, and speculation ran rampant. Viewers watched as E.J. DiMera, Dan Feuerriegel, was seen speaking somberly to an unidentified figure in a cryogenic tube, apologizing for past failures. The theories pointed to one name, Lexie Carver. That speculation finally ends this Friday when the pod opens to reveal Lexie, alive and poised to reclaim the life she lost. But for Crawford, the journey to this moment began in ignorance of the character's iconic status. "They didn't tell me it was Lexie Carver," Crawford revealed in an interview with TV Insider. "They used another name just because she was such a beloved character. So, when I started doing my research, I thought, oh, well, maybe she's coming on as Lexie's sister. And it wasn't until I got the role that they told me, no, you're the new Lexie Carver." Honoring an icon, finding her own voice. Lexie Carver's history in Salem is rich and complex. First appearing in 1987 as police officer Lexie Brooks, played by Cindy James Gossett, the character evolved significantly after Renee Jones took over in 1993. Jones' portrayal cemented Lexie as a fan favorite, a woman who navigated the treacherous waters of being a DiMera while building a career as a doctor, eventually becoming chief of staff at University Hospital. Her love story with Abe Carver, James Reynolds, was the stuff of soap opera legend, an enduring partnership that produced their son Theo. Her death in Abe's arms from an inoperable brain tumor caused by toxic fumes during a kidnapping in the DiMera tunnels was one of the most heartbreaking exits in the show's history. Knowing the weight of that legacy, Crawford, a veteran actress with over 25 years of experience and a 2023 Tony nomination for Fatham, dove deep into research. Though she admitted she doesn't typically watch soaps, her commitment to the craft kicked in. "I delved into her backstory through Google searches. There's so much information and so many websites dedicated to Lexie Carver," she explained. Once on set, she leaned on her new castmates. "I started speaking to other actors, and the producers and the directors really filled me in on Lexie's backstory, which was extremely helpful. The character had gone through so much, and so I wanted to embody all of that when she comes back to life." Stepping into a role so closely identified with another actress is a high-wire act, and Crawford is acutely aware of the audience's devotion to Jones. "What she did was iconic, and she really created something wonderful," Crawford acknowledged. "I saw it more as an opportunity to honor what audiences have loved, while bringing truth to who Lexie is today and creating upon what Renee had previously built. So it was exciting, but also there was a bit of trepidation, just because I know the love that people have for Renee." Grounding the sci-fi in raw emotion. Soap operas are no strangers to bringing characters back from the dead. It's practically a rite of passage in Salem. But Crawford made a conscious choice to ground the fantastical premise in emotional reality. "I knew it was a soap, and I know that oftentimes soap operas bring people back from the dead," she noted. "And honestly, I just really approached it from Lexie's truth. I played it more like she was in a coma for these last 15 years. I really honored who she was, but I also grounded her in who she is." This approach allowed her to focus on the core of the character, a woman driven by love. I would say at her core, Lexie is driven by love. Her family is everything to her. And now that she's been given a second chance at life, that raises the stakes. Those stakes are immediately palpable. Lexie is returning to a world that has moved on without her. Her son Theo, Tyler Joseph Andrews, has grown into a man. And most critically, the love of her life, Abe, has rebuilt his life and is now married to the formidable Paulina Price, played by the legendary Jackie Harry. Welcome to the family. Instant chemistry with the cast. Everybody was so wonderful, she raved. James and I had great chemistry and had so much fun. He was a wealth of knowledge, and I got so much information from him. Everybody really just embraced me, from James to Jackie to Tyler to Deidre Hall, Marlena Evans. It was great, and Jackie and I had a blast. That chemistry is essential, as the dynamic between Lexie, Abe, and Paulina is set to be the story's explosive core. Jackie Harry herself teased the impending drama in an interview with Bet Current, warning fans, "All I can say is hide the kitchen utensils," before adding, "Really good for an actor, but oh, look out. That's all I can say, I'm trying to be tactful." Crawford echoes that sentiment, promising that Lexie's love will not be passive. Her return is going to shake things up, especially with Abe now being married to Paulina, she previewed. But I think what makes her relatable is that she's willing to fight for what she loves. Most people, if given a second chance, would do the same thing. So, she may come in with love, but she's not coming in quietly. A new chapter for a new Lexie. Adapting to the breakneck pace of daytime television was a thrilling challenge for the theater-trained actress. It was exciting, and it was a little daunting at first just because of the pace, Crawford admitted. The show moves incredibly fast. Learning material like that so quickly with very little rehearsal time was initially a challenge, but I found it exhilarating. It pushed me to develop a new level of precision and trust in my instincts. Crawford began filming her episodes last summer, and now, months later, she is eager to see the audience's reaction. "You kind of forget about it because it's so far in the future," she said of the production schedule. "And now I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, audiences will come along for the ride and be excited with what I created with the new Lexie." With The Secret finally out and the pod set to open, Salem will never be the same. Lexie Carver is back, and she's ready to reclaim her family, her love, and her life. The question isn't whether she'll cause waves, but just how high the tide will rise.